Aussie Brick Chick here with another Tuesday tutorial, number 11. And yes, we have been focusing quite a lot on Micropolis, and I'm sorry if that's not your interest. We will move on to something new eventually, but this is my focus at the moment. If you've not checked out my tutorials before, go to my channel page, find my playlist for tutorials, and you will find heaps and heaps in there. So we're up to number 11, so you've missed a lot. Where have you been? So this week we're having a look at these buildings here. I'm going to pull them apart a little bit, help you get inspired to see, you know, how these sorts of buildings go together so that you can get creative and make something of your own, because I would love to see more Micropolis out there on Flickr and Instagram and on YouTube, because I just love this scale and it's such a great build that, you know, encourages the community to get together without too much of having, you know, to worry about the technicalities of things. So come with me, we'll have a closer look at these ones. Okay, so we're going to have a closer look at this one. As you can see, we've got a tower and another little building beside it that are sort of tied in together. So I'm just going to pull the tower off first, so we can have a little look at the base. So you can see there I've got some tiles, some jump tiles with a little stud on the top. There's a little statue in there, and you can also see that the front part here is completely separate from the tower itself. So that's just tiled on the top to match in with the colours, and it just pops in the front like so. The tower itself is made up of layers similar to our building from last week. So we've got some clear windows and some ornate fences. Inside each level you've got some pink tiling, because this tower is pink and white. As we come to the top, we've got some sloped pieces, so that's a 1x4 slope in magenta. And in the middle you've got a magenta brick. On top of that we've got some alternating colours of pink flowers, so two shades, magenta and pink. And then on top we've got some tiles in magenta and pink. So all up is a very pretty, very girly tower. The idea of it being like a boutique or something like that. I'll just pop this back on the base, and then we'll have a look at this one over here. Now this one isn't designed to be modularly pulled apart as well as some of the others are, so that's, you know, something to take into account when you're building things. If you need to take them back off, this one wasn't designed to need to be taken off because it's a pretty solid build. Now if you have a, I'll give you a bit of a closer look. At the front we've got some clear windows, and you can see the voids in the front here where I've taken off the sign. Before I talk about the sign, I'll just show you inside. So we've got a floor area in there with the magenta tiles and some jumper with the jumper tiles with the studs on top, so that you can put things inside there. So I've got some white columns that you can see from the front. The idea being that it's a bit of a boutique sort of a look. And then we've got these gold grill pieces for a part of the roof. I would have loved to have done the rest of the roof in gold, but they're not really pieces that exist in that colour, so I had to pick something else. I'm not sure whether I'll stick with the dark blue yet, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. So the tile is attached with these modified bricks have a stud on the front face, and by clicking them on, hang on, clicking them on, you can slide that in there. Oh, it's easier to do without the tile on top of it. Hang on. So these modified bricks just pop in here like so, and because they're hidden they don't have to necessarily match the colour of the building. Grey is just what I had, and it's easy to show the difference for you on camera. So we just pop now it doesn't want to go on. There we go. And you'll also notice that on the corners here I've used little panel pieces, corner panel pieces, just to give a nice smooth rounded look on the corners. This will look a lot better once I put the roof back on. So the roof is just a bunch of 1x bricks, and on top I've got some gold tiles, and I've got this gold fence piece that just pops on top like so, and it ties the building all together when it clicks in properly. There we go. Now this one's built like this simply because of the limitation of the parts that I have available at the moment. You'll also notice that I've used some tiles at the front. There's a little alleyway down the side here in between it and the next building, also on this side too. So there you go guys, what do you think of my building? I may choose to change this colour if I dig out some more complementary parts in a colour that I like better. But you can see interesting use of some bits and pieces there. Lots of detail packed into a tiny area, and the use of a tile piece to highlight a business. So hopefully this gets you inspired guys. I'd really love to see what you are building. Make sure that you share it on Instagram or on Facebook. Make sure you tag me. And you never know, I might feature some other people's builds in a future video. That would be really awesome. So thanks for watching guys. Hopefully you've learned a lot. Thanks for subscribing for those of you who have. Keep on building, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.